Hey, and welcome guys. No build video today. I've had a lot going on. I'm retiring from one job. I'm about to start a new job. So I've had a lot going on in my personal life, all good stuff. But I haven't been able to really do a lot of videoing. I have been doing a build, this X-Wing, this Revell 1/29th scale. I've done a few of these, which hasn't really changed much from the other builds, but I thought I would show you something in between because I don't know when my next video is going to be out. I was asked to kind of build one of these, so this one will probably be sold at some point. However, I did take some pictures along the way, and I'll just share that. I did my normal kind of lighting. I got a little bit of lighting in the cockpit. I got some in the engine. The display base here I designed and 3D printed. I did have a few greeblies. This is actually some of the runners from that was on the X-Wing that I cut and painted red. And anyway, that's I thought that always adds on a little bit of visual interest to the model itself. But I'll go ahead and cut it on. It's powered by a 9-volt battery. And like my other ones, I've put in these violet pink engine lights. These are 3mm lights in there. I had to drill out the holes in the nozzles. These are all original parts, and then run the wiring kind of through the engine housings into the body, and then that's where all the wires connect. Now the cockpit itself is lit. I'll see if I can bring that a little closer. You can see where there's kind of a dual screen in there. I did cut away that section where the dual screen is, and I printed out a design and printed a kind of a box with those screens to fit that space in there. Then put a white LED in there, diffused it. It's hard to tell, but there are some like decals stuck on top that kind of look like a targeting type thing. There are some fiber optics, as you can see in there. The pilot himself is 3D printed. File I found on Thingiverse. Sorry for the makeshift look there. Now, things I did customize other than the lighting was one thing that I don't like about this particular model, the way it comes, is that the wings aren't open very wide. And I have cut away sections in there. I believe I have a picture of that where I removed a couple of millimeters from the body parts from the top of the fuselage to the bottom of the fuselage, and that allows the wings to open up a little bit more than normal. Now, they are fixed in position. They won't close, but that's okay. It's a kind of dynamic little vignette, I guess, with the base there. And I did put in a piece of styrene, I don't know if you can see right there, kind of to cover that view into the wings right there, because you do kind of see where the wings come together. It just doesn't look all that great. But from there, just the normal running the wiring back and forth. The cockpit had a little bit of customization. I believe I ran some guitar strings in the back part to give a little bit more visual interest. And other than that, it was just having fun with all the painting. As you can see, kind of in this back corner here, I have most of the paints that I use. Most of it's Vallejo Air, Model Color. I do believe I use some of this Army Painter matte black for some of the shadow work, some of the airbrush work I did, getting darkened in some of the places on different parts of the model. A lot of that was done with that Army black, and a little bit with this engine gray with some of the darker grays. Now the yellows, I use this transparent yellow, and it has a little bit darker. It's not quite as bright as most yellows. I think I had actually a brighter yellow on here, like a regular yellow color is just too bright, and I went back with the transparent yellow, which is a little bit darker. It kind of suits it better. I did some dry pastels to darken some of the areas. I did, looking at some pictures of the studio model used is how I kind of try to get some of these weathering marks and the colorizations for these kind of yellowish spots that I get. That's just oil paints. I think it was kind of a burnt ochre or something that I used to put those in there. Of course, I finished up a matte clear coat, acrylic matte clear coat to kind of protect everything and lock it all into place. So that's just it. Just want to kind of show you my build, and sorry I had not much more as far as videos. Really don't know when my next one will be. I'm kind of, like I said, finishing out and retiring from my one job and about to start a new one in another couple of weeks. So just kind of getting all that stuff in order. So kind of some big changes, but good changes, and I'm looking forward to it. I just hadn't had a lot of time to do some videoing and model work. So anyway, until next time, everybody have a good one.